Alright. Excuse me, Anna Banana.
Anna Banana.
Anna Banana. Okay.
Okay. So what's been in your day today?
Nothing.
Okay. Bye. Well, here's what we're not going to talk about.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about politics because that's about all you see on TV right
Oh,
now.
that's just, yeah.
Benghazi and IRS and aid reporters, and I tell you, there's so much smoke
Crap.
from that burning ship. It's just crazy. So we'll just let that happen. And we'll make some popcorn tonight and maybe watch it later. It's kind of fun.
Okay.
What
What upbeat, happy news?
One upbeat, I had a few meetings today.
Okay.
And one of them was with some folks from a college in our area that came by, and they were sitting there talking, and one of the guys had brought his wife had come with him, and she had just been sitting outside, not because we were shunning her, but we're boring, and so she was doing something more fun. She went across the street to the coffee shop. And,
My favorite place.
yeah, so she goes by Wesley Drug, which is right across the street also from where I work. And I'm sitting there talking with these two guys from the college, and trying to figure out how to work together and what we can do. And all of a sudden, she comes back in with the guy from across the street, John Dango, and they kind of just barge right on in. I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" Well, John knows one of the guys, and then they know this, and then and it's just the kind of thing that you can do in a small town.
I love that.
And it was like, and the lady's like, "No, I didn't mean to interrupt you." He said that you wouldn't mind. I'm like, "I absolutely don't mind. That's why I live here, because we can do stuff like that."
It's interesting when we tell people back in Orlando or back home or whatever about our trip to the to the post office.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how many minutes?
5 minutes down, 5 minutes back if
Maybe.
you walk slow.
Maybe. Okay, but it actually takes 45 minutes to an hour.
Sometimes you can go 5 down and 5 back, but you can't.
Not often.
Don't leave.
Don't be in a hurry.
Yeah, and don't have something on the stove that's got to be back
No.
in 10 minutes, unless you want to use that as an excuse to get out of the conversation to come back.
They might just follow you.
But that was very cool. And then the other thing I had today.
Well, the thing is about that is that you bump into people because everybody knows everybody, and everybody wants to just kind of take a few minutes just to catch up, see how you're doing, what's going on. I mean, that's the.
And it's okay. 10 years ago, this could have been one of those power meetings where, but it's like, what? I'm not that important. They're not that important. Nothing we're doing here is that important. And somebody sees somebody and it makes them smile, and they haven't seen them in a while. It's like, suddenly that becomes the most important thing.
Yeah.
And so we just stop whatever we're doing. And yeah, I do too. And you just see just stuff like that, happen. And
That took me a little while to get used to.
yeah, it's a double-edged sword. People are going to know your business, but people know your business, and there's a lot of protection in that.
Like when somebody has a fender bender in the parking lot.
Like his
It took
insurance
5
agent.
minutes for me to find
I
out.
don't think it took that long. Yeah, it was a block down the street. This was years ago. I'm a very safe driver, and the only reason I hit that car, and hit is a relative term, I was backing up, looking at my rear. There was a woman walking behind me. It did, but I'm in my car insurance agent's parking lot, and he's in his office overlooking the parking lot with the woman whose car I hit. And so they walk out, and what am I going to do? Run? Drop it in the drive. Good. So they come out, and nothing happens. So I leave there after talking to them for a couple minutes. We didn't have to exchange insurance information because, yeah, you got it. I come home, I walk in the door, and quite literally, honey, guess what happened to me? Or not even guess what, just like, guess what? You got in a fender bender. And I couldn't believe it. It was absolutely amazing. And then about a half hour later, my insurance agent, who is also my neighbor, who lives behind me, catty corner, calls me up and starts ragging on me on the phone. So
I think if you're going to get into a fender bender, better at your car insurance parking lot than the police.
I can't imagine what he was thinking. And this happened like 6 years ago. But he's sitting in his office, probably looking out the window, talking to this. She was probably going, "Yeah, my car is right out there. Yeah, that guy just hit it." Anyway, but it was amazing. She literally knew before I got home.
Yeah,
It was
it was
incredible.
great. Love
But
that.
so you just don't do anything wrong. But people also have your back, if you run into trouble. We had a little a business that had really a tragedy that burned down this a week ago, and the community it does come out and support and lets them know, hey, you're not in this alone. A lot like what's going on in Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's amazing to see. It's amazing to see what people will do and how far they'll go. Like, I think with the firemen, people were bringing food to them. They were,
Local
pizza
businesses
were
donating.
coming in donating stuff, and we're definitely. I think it becomes more personal because we know the owners, we know their kids. We do stuff together, and I think it just becomes. To me, when I heard it, my heart sank. And that's different than when we were in Orlando. Because I'm like, it's another fire.
It's just news.
Just news, yeah.
But yeah, people do that stuff, and it's not for any sort of reward or anything, just because it's
because we care.
the right thing to do. And one of these days, maybe they'll need some help too.
Yeah.
And so it's all very good.
I
Anyway.
love it. So what else is going on? It's the weekend.
It is the weekend. And,
We got plans, baby.
I got
plans. You got a
got
thing.
some grass.
You got a thing.
I got a thing with a dude over here.
No, you got a thing with me, babe.
Well,
We're
yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Take advantage of the weekend. So on Monday, which is Memorial Day, you are speaking at the.
Yeah, we do a little ceremony downtown, and I was asked if I would be the speaker this year. And it's just, you watch stuff like that on TV. Obviously, this is much smaller, but to be asked to do something like that, I mean, it's very.
You're a very good speaker.
It's very flattering. It's, I feel very honored. I feel completely unworthy of the task, but.
I think that's what makes you so good at what you do is because you are very humble.
Well.
Can I brag about that? Very humble. So that's why I think people love you. That's why I love you.
Yeah, well, we'll see if I don't put anybody to sleep Monday morning. So
You
hopefully
won't.
not.
What time?
Hopefully not.
Monday morning?
10 a.m.
Woo!
So, okay.
Too early for me.
Yeah. I'll wake you up when I get home.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good. That's good. It's about time I should be up anyway. So, okay.
All right.
Well, very
That's good.
cool. So I think we got a theme. It's small town life and living and people and just
Whatever else.
yeah. It's like Mayberry, but with the Mayberry like characters. We have a few.
Our police officers are a little bit more on
Yeah.
the ball.
Don't think that they're
Yeah, they're not Barney Fife.
No.
They're not carrying.
no.
They're good guys, but
Yeah.
they got more than one bullet.
And yeah. Oops, yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right. Is that it?
That's it for me.
No, I'm not doing my coffee yet.